Alright. Share ko yung aking screen. Last night, as you can see, I already posted our activities for today. At first, yung Learning Journal number 2. Learning Journal number 2 is related to introduction about data structures and C++ fundamentals. And you can see the lecture modules here. Ito, yung chapter 2. So you just have to read through this slides and then make a reflection. Submit nyo dito sa Learning Journal number 2. Reference sa Learning Journal number 1. So may nagpasa ng 7. So the rest po na isa lang pong pair ang magpapasa, kindly submit until tomorrow. Itong journal number 2, kindly try to finish if possible today. If not, you may do naman until next week. Pero try natin tapusin today kasi mahaba naman yung time po ninyo. And then, we already finished our experiment number 1. Good. Meron na pong 5 pairs na nagpasa. So, this is due tomorrow. And, pwede pa rin naman pong i-pass until bukas nung ibang pairs na hindi pa po nagsasubmit. For today, you'll be doing fundamental logic kits in C++. So, target to finish today. But again, kung hindi nyo kaya, you can still finish until next week. Pero you have ample time naman to do the experimentation. So I think pwede nyo naman gawin yung machine experiment number 2. So explain ko ngayon yung experiment number 2. Experiment number 2 is about fundamental logic gates in C++. So most of you naging estudyante ko naman sa discrete math. Tama po ba? Familiar kayo sa logic gates? Hello, may kausap pa ako. Ayan, okay, nag-like si John Matthew. Sige, alright. So these are just the theory about if statement. Pero ipapaliwanag ko na lang sa inyo in the actual example. Again, kapag gagamit ka ng relational operators, pwede kang gumamit ng greater than or equal, less than or equal to. Kapag equal to, since you're comparing, you have to use double equal. And then at equal to, so you have to use exclamation, then equal, para masabi natin na not equal to. And then since we're dealing with if statement, basically this is the structure ng if statement. If, and then the condition, say for example, the condition is true, then gagawin niya yung next statement. Example, if 5 is less than 10, then this statement is true, gagawin niya to. Ipiprint siya sa screen, 5 is now less than 10. That's a big surprise. And then, kapag gagamit ka naman ng else, make sure na meron kang open and close curly braces. So, if, then condition, open and close curly brace, else, kapag hindi na satisfy yung statement na to, yung condition na to, so you have other statements here. Again, kailangan mo ng open and close curly braces for the else. And then, ito naman, ang tawag dito guys ay ladderized if-else statement. If you have a lot of conditions and statements that you would like to enumerate, pwede kang gumamit ng if, else, if, then pwede ring dagdagan mo pa ng else, if. Itong example, so, show ko na lang dito. Again, meron ka dapat na preprocessor command na #include iostream. And then this is by default using namespace std para magamit mo yung reserved words ni C++. So, maglalagay tayo ng main body. So, main, ang data type ay integer, especially if you would like to return a value. And then, this time, nag-declare tayo ng variable. The name of the variable is age and the data type is int. So, wala namang floating na age, kaya ang ginamit natin ay int. And then, we ask for the age from the user. Input your age. Itong cout is a printf, remember. And then cin, i-scan niya yung input ng user which is the age. And then etong cin.ignore, kapag nag-press ka ng enter, i-ignore niya lang yon. And then this time we have the if-else statement, ladderized if-else. If age is less than 100, so this is the condition. If this condition is satisfied, then piprint mo sa screen, you are pretty young. Then open and close curly brace. Else if hindi to na-satisfy, then the age is equal to 100, double equal kasi nga you're comparing age with 100. Then sasabihin niya, you are old. And then meron pang another else, kapag hindi niya na-satisfy itong both condition, sasabihin niya, you are really old. Yung slash n, ibig sabihin nito new line. And then cin.get is ginagamit lang natin para ma-retain yung value. So execute, compile and run. Ayan. So mag-i-input ka, bawa 100. So sasabihin niya, you are old. So na-satisfy itong statement na you are old. Ayan. Kapag naglagay ka naman ng other input, less than 138, yan, you are pretty young. And then kapag more than 100, so for example, 102, yan, you are really old. So, ang kailangan kong screenshot is this, the code, and the different conditions. Alright, so for the exercise, hindi mo naman siya kailangan gawin. Ang kailangan mo nang gawin, tong pinapagawa ko sa program specification. Yung task nyo for today is, you're gonna design a program that is capable of displaying the truth values of fundamental logic gates with respect to its truth table using C++ programming language. So, nagbigay ako ng pseudocode. This is the pseudocode. Gagawa ka ng selection, yung basic logic gates muna. Yung selection 1 is the buffer, selection 2 is the AND gate, selection 3 is OR gate, and then XOR. Doon sa buffer, isa lang yung input. Sa AND gate, 2 inputs. Sa OR gate, 2 inputs. Sa XOR, 2 inputs. And then, doon naman sa inverted logic gates with inverted outputs, we still have 4 gates. Yung NOT, syempre, 1 input yan kasi kabaliktaran lang yan ng buffer. Yung NAND, 2 inputs, opposite lang yan ng AND. NOR, 2 inputs, opposite ng OR. And then XNOR is 2 inputs, opposite naman ng XOR. And then, i-code mo siya, then you have to put the results and discussion here. Siyempre, puprovide ka rin ng paragraph to conclude the laboratory activity. So, meron akong truth table ng logic gates and then isi-share ko din sa FB Messenger in a while para alam mo yung truth table ng logic gates kung kailangan po nating mag-recall. Alright. May question tayo in machine experiment number 2. Kung clear pa-like. Alright. So, mukha namang clear yung instruction. Nag-raise ng hand si Virtus. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Sir, pwede po ba
What do you mean? Ibang language? Or etong DevC? Basta yung language dapat ay C++, ganito. Regardless kung anong application yung gamitin. Pwede rin kasing Visual C++. Eclipse baka Java yung ini-expect mo na way ng coding. Yun ba yung ini-imagine mo, Kim? Anyway, pwede ka mag-search dito. Free downloadable naman yung DevC++. Search mo lang DevC PP free download. Kita mo screen ko? Ayan, may mga available. Ako din download ko rin din naman sa internet. So kung hirap ka dun sa visionary ko na file, pwede mo ditong i-download. Okay? Oo, kasi mahirapan ka. Ang approach ng turo ko ay C++. and then magja-Java ka. So, gamitin natin ay ang language C++. Pero kung ibang application yung gagamitin aside from this, pwede naman. As long as pareho tayo ng syntax. Alright? Sino pa po ang may tanong? May nag-raise ba ng hand? Ayan, si Matthew. Hi. Mm. Ay, thank you for that. Nalagay ko na pala. Tama, good question. Meaning to say, yung learning journal number 2, hindi na about modules 2A and 2B. Eto na tayo. Yung modules 3 related sa abstract data type. Edit ka na lang dito. Thank you for that question. Buti nakita mo, Matthew. Alright. Anyone else? Yan, sige. Ni-record ko yung in-explain ko kanina so that yung iba, kung may na-late, pwede nilang balikan. So, stop ko yung recording.